Hey, what is up you guys? This is Nacho here and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now in today's video we're going to be taking a look at another one of the prestige division weapons that you can unlock in Call of Duty World War II. A couple of days ago we took a look at the MP40 and you guys seem to have really enjoyed that video. There was around like 3,000 of you that saw it, so I figured I might as well continue on and do the rest of the prestige unlock weapons. So today we are taking a look at the armored division. What you get for the armored division once you prestige it for the very first time, you unlock a brand new light machine gun called the MG42. Now the gameplay you guys are seeing is mostly going to be from war, and it's just going to be a bunch of random little clips I got while playing and testing this gun out. Some are going to be like triple sprays, some are going to be some little kill streaks I go on, just little random stuff, so you guys can see exactly how this weapon operates. Now obviously in the last video, or the MP40 video, the main point that I was trying to get across was whether the weapon was actually worth grinding for. You guys know there's 5 total divisions and there's obviously some that are going to be better than others, and is this MG42 worth grinding for straight out the get-go? Now honestly, this is probably one of the worst prestige weapons. Now I'm not saying it's bad, but honestly LMGs in general in this game tend to be extremely difficult to use, at least in my personal experience. You guys know, if you've been playing this game and you're an avid Call of Duty fan and have played previous years, this game has one of the slowest sprint out times in Call of Duty history, along with the fact that quick draw doesn't really do anything on your gun unless you are walking or standing still, which is another huge drawback. You know, it makes it really difficult in this game to rush around, and you guys know assault rifles and SMGs are pretty much always king in the majority of Call of Duties, and that's really no different in this game. Now like I said, I'm not saying this is a bad weapon, but it definitely takes some skill to use. Now one thing that I did like about this type of weapon, or any of the LMGs for that matter in this game, is that they seem to have a lot of bullet penetration. Assault rifles seem to literally have like no bullet penetration in this game for whatever reason, unless you use the FMJ attachment, and the LMGs, at least this one, seems to do justice. If you guys can tell, this is actually the same light machine gun you get on top of some of the tanks if you are playing war, or they are also the same light machine gun that you get for buildables while you're playing war. So this LMG is exactly the same, man. It feels exactly the same as the LMG that's up on the windowsill. Now obviously it doesn't have as much muzzle flash or as much recoil, but that's just because they try to balance out the buildables so that people aren't just sitting on them all day and it's overpowered. Now with this weapon, I did realize quickly that you have to play a super defensive playstyle, man. You really have to play at a mid to long range game and really just be expecting your enemies before they can expect you. This gun is obviously super superb when it comes to head glitching, as you guys are seeing right now in the gameplay. I'm taking over the bunker, and it's really difficult for the enemies to come in on you. Now originally this weapon comes with a 50 bullet magazine, and for a light machine gun I guess that's okay, especially since a lot of the guns in this game only have like 10-20 round magazines, so 50 bullets is more than enough for a light machine gun. But one thing I will say about this one is the reload time is insanely slow. If you are not using the basic training, which basically makes you reload faster, it is insanely long. You have to sit on the side of the battlefield for literally like around 3 seconds before you can do anything. Now for the majority of this gameplay, you guys are seeing that I'm running an extended mag, which gives you 100 bullets. 100 bullets is perfect for this type of weapon, especially for how long it takes to reload. You will never run out of bullets when you're killing. Even if you kill the entire team, if you kill all 6 members, you should still have at least a couple of bullets left over before you have to reload. But when I was using this weapon and it only had the 50 round magazines, there were some times where I would get overwhelmed, because obviously you're not going to have perfect accuracy while using a light machine gun. So there were some times the enemies would outgun me, or sometimes if after I killed 2 people, you know, if I didn't have time to reload and I was going to go into another gunfight, I would really not have enough bullets to go in on them, and if I were to wait on the side and reload for 3 seconds, they would just push me and I would die. That was one of the biggest drawbacks I got from this weapon. Now there is another light machine gun, I forgot exactly what it's called right now off the top of my head, but it also starts with the MG. I believe it's the MG15, although don't quote me on that. It should be the second light machine gun you unlock in this game. Now personally, that's my favorite light machine gun so far in this game from the ones that I've been using, but this one definitely comes in a close second, or ties for second, with the Lewis light machine gun in my opinion. The only drawback, like I said, is that this weapon seems to have an extremely slow reload, and maybe it's just because I've been spoiled and I've only been using submachine guns and assault rifles, which by the way also have really nice reload cancels for the most part. If you guys don't know what reload canceling is, most of the times in Call of Duty with the animations, the bullets will actually get put into your gun, or the game will register the bullets in your gun before the animation is completely over and done with, so you can either sprint, hit YY, and cancel out and reload animation early, so that way you can shoot faster, but that's non-existent with the MG42. You literally have to sit there and let it reload the entire way, and it's pretty much next to near impossible to sprint, cancel, reload, and if you did, it would only shave like a millisecond off of the reload time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be making more of these videos for the prestige weapons since you guys seem to really like the MP41. Like I said, this is an alright light machine gun. Light machine guns are extremely difficult to use in this game from what I've seen so far, and it just has a big part to do with the fact that quick draw doesn't really do too much and sprint out times are extremely slow. So if all that is already slow and you're using a light machine gun on top of that, you are pretty much going to be double stacked with slowness, and that's really not a recipe for success. Is this weapon worth grinding for? Not really, man. You're better off going for the MP40, you're better off going for the infantry divisions, you're better off doing some other ones before you go all in for the light machine gun armored division. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, my name is Papa Nacho. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Nacho Nation. You give me back the